Hello everyone, welcome to session 22 of security testing video series. In this session, we are going to continue with the basics of security testing where I am going to explain on how HTTP is stateless. So let's get started. Let's say there is a client and there is a server. So this is a client. Client is nothing but for example your laptop guys, okay? And this is a server. Let's say in the client that is in your laptop in one of the browser you opened one application. Let's say you opened amazon.com in the browser. In Chrome browser, you open amazon.com. The moment you hit the URL, okay, a client will send a request to the server. Which server the client will send the request? Client is nothing but the browser in your laptop, guys. If you open amazon.com, the request will be sent to which server? Amazon server only. Okay. For now, let's take an example of another application, guys. Let's take an example of this tutorialsninja.com/demo. Okay. So the moment you open any browser like Chrome browser and enter this URL, and the moment when you hit enter, guys, the moment when you hit enter, what happens is a connection will be made between the client and server, guys, like this, a connection. So before this client sends a request to the server, a connection will be made between the client and server. Okay, before you hit this URL, okay, the moment you hit the URL, okay, when you hit the URL, the first thing is that a connection will be established. A connection will be made between the client and server. Okay, over what or which protocol? Over TCP by IP protocol. That is nothing but internet, guys. Internet, that is HTTP, you can say. Okay, internet or HTTP. Okay, over TCP by IP protocol, it's a kind of way of transportation, guys. You can say TCP by IP is a way of transportation. In this example, the way of transportation is internet, right? Over internet, this connection will be made between the client and server. Like that, you need to understand. Fine. So once the connection is established, immediately the client will send a request. Okay, client will send the request. So this URL, in the URL, this will be the request case. Okay, when you hit the URL, a request is sent to the server. Server will process the request and it will give the response. Okay, it will give the response. Based on this response only, we are getting this particular page. Okay, this page was coming from the server, guys. Based on the response we got from this tutorials ninja server, we are able, the client machine is able to display this particular page on this browser, right? This is what is happening. This is the request, this is the response. So so for this request and response to happen, a connection is made between the client and server over this HTTP TCP by IP protocol over the internet, right? Now once this is done, once this particular connection is established and you are able to see this page, now what I'm doing is, once this connection is done, guys, once this particular page is displayed, this connection will be deleted. Okay, once the request and responses are done between the client and server, this connection will be deleted, guys. Now server doesn't remember about this connection. Once the handshaking happens between the client and server, there is no more connection, guys. Okay, the exchanging has done and there is no connection between the client and server. Now you are doing one more thing. Let's say you actually clicked on this my account and click on the login button, login option. So for this to happen, guys, the moment you clicked on the login option, what happens is another connection will be established. A new connection between the client and server will be established again. Okay, this connection is different from the previous connection, guys. It's a fresh connection. So the same protocol, okay, TCP IP over internet, that is HTTP protocol, this connection will be established again. And again, client will send a new request. This time the request is about this time the request is about this login, right? When the moment I click on the login, a request is sent to the server. Server will process the request and server will respond back. And because of this response only, we are seeing this login page here. Done. So a new connection happened. So once this request and responses are done, once you see this login page, this connection will be deleted, guys. The connection that was happened between the client and server will be done. Okay, once the task is done, the connection will be deleted. The server doesn't remember about the previous two connections. Now this time what you are doing, I'm trying to log in. Okay, I gave the credentials here and trying to click on the login. The moment I click on the login button, what happens is a new connection, a fresh connection between the client and server will be established. Okay, the moment I click on the login, a new connection like this will be established. The client will send this request to the server in this particular connection. Okay. So along in this request case, username and password will be sent, right? The username and password that you have given before clicking on the login button, right? Those details will be sent in this request to server. Server will process this request. Server will check this username and password in its database and see if they are valid or not. Okay. If they are valid and and they belong to the existing user, then server will give a proper response. Server will give a proper response and giving the okay here server will give a proper response. In this response guys, server will okay, so the moment when the username and password came to the server and server has successfully compared this username and password with the database, inside this server guys, a session will be created. A session will be created. Okay, a session for this particular user account will be created, and this particular session will have the associated session id. Okay, session id will be there. Now this session id will be sent in the response guys. Session ID will be sent in the response to the client. So once this session ID reaches the client, at the client side, a cookie will be created. Okay, a session ID cookie, a session cookie will be created with whatever the session ID that the server has sent to the client. Done. Okay, this is what happens, guys. In real time, this is what happens. Every time a new connection will be made, in that request and response will happen. Fine. Okay, this is what happens. Once this session ID is sent to the client, again the connection will be deleted. Okay, there is no more connection. Now, now what I'm doing is I will actually click on change your password. The moment I click on change your password, did I log out? No, I didn't log out. I'm still in the session. How this session is maintained, guys? The connection is gone, right? The connection is gone, but the session is still maintained. The reason here I will explain. The moment you click on change your password, again a connection will be established, a fourth connection. This is the fourth connection, right? So far. Again, a new connection will be established between the client and server over the HTTP protocol or the TCP by IP internet protocol. And again, a request will be sent from the client to the server. A request will be sent from the client to the server. In this request, guys, in this request, right, the client will, okay, session ID, okay. So here, in the earlier connection, guys, before the earlier connection got deleted, right, the server has sent a session ID to the client, and this session ID was stored in the cookie, right, earlier, the earlier request. Now a new connection has been established, and now you are saying change your password. Okay, when you say change your password, when you click on that link, a request was sent from the client to the server, and this time the client will send the session ID to the server, guys. Along with the request, this session ID will be sent to the server. Server will process this request and associate this particular session ID with the session that has created in the previous connection. Okay, whatever the session that server has created in the previous connection, right, this session ID will be matched with the, if it is matched with this particular session, then server will approve, okay, and then send the response back. So that's the reason, guys, you are not getting logged out. Okay, once you log in, you are not getting logged out because every time the client sends a new request after logging in session, right, then it will send the session ID in the request case. Because of this session ID only, your request is being maintained, your session is being maintained, guys. You are not getting logged out. If the server doesn't, okay, if the client doesn't send this session ID, then you will get immediately logged out. You will not be taken to this change password page. Okay, so this is how it is happening, guys. Every time the client need to send a request to the server, a new connection will be made, and server doesn't remember about the previous connections. So that's the reason, once you log in, every time the client need to help the server in remembering that we already logged in. This is our session ID. This is our ID card. Please keep us logged in. Okay. So once you log in, guys, whatever you do here, you go to the order history page, you go to the wish list page, you see you are not, your session is not getting expired because for every new connection, the client is sending a request and response. Okay, the client is sending a request. In that request, the session ID is being sent. Server is able to identify that session ID and keeping you or session active. You're not getting logged out. So now hope, guys, you understood how the HTTP is stateless. Why HTTP is stateless here? Because the moment the request and responses are done, okay, the moment the request and responses are done between the client and server, the connection is getting deleted, guys. The connection is getting deleted. Whatever you do, again a new connection is getting established and new request and responses are being done in the client and server, between the client and server. Once the request and response are done, again the session, again the connection will be deleted. So here server doesn't remember about anything about the previous session. That's why HTTP, okay, HTTP connection, over the HTTP protocol, this connection is made between the client and server. That's why HTTP is stateless, guys. Okay, HTTP is stateless, and this is how the session will be managed even after the HTTP is stateless. Here is how the session management is being done. Okay, so we are informing the server every time that please maintain our session. For every, after login, whatever the requests are happening between the client and server, client is sending a session ID to the server. Server is able to then remember. Otherwise server will not remember anything. That's why we call this HTTP as stateless. Hope you got some basic knowledge, guys, how HTTP is stateless and how session management is done even after HTTP is stateless. So this is very much required, guys. Okay, we need to understand this. So if you don't understand why HTTP is stateless and how HTTP is stateless and how the session management is done, in the upcoming sessions, I am going to explain about some advanced topics that you will not understand, guys. That's the reason I have to take this session. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you. Bye.